Speak 5 words with understanding, that by my voice I might teach others also, than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue.
All right.
Now, brothers and sisters, before I leave you, before I go, before I close, before I wrap this up, before I say sayonara, before I say farewell, I want to remind you that every church in the New Testament did not have the spiritual gifts of the church at Corinth.
Amen.
And so the gift of prophecy and the gift of tongues was not a part of every church.
All right.
And again, every member of this church had different gifts. And so the entire church did not possess the gift of tongues or prophecy.
All right.
So don't leave here today thinking that you got to speak in tongues or you got to prophesy.
All right.
Please don't.
Amen.
Please don't.
Amen.
Understand, children, this church at Corinth was not your typical New Testament church.
All right.
It was very unusual.
All right.
And the Lord had given them a variety of gifts that they might use them amongst the congregation. But what they did do was misuse
All right.
the gifts for their own glory.
Amen.
For their own fame, for their own pats on the back. And Paul's first letter, 1 Corinthians, is an attempt to right the ship, to help them understand and use their gifts in order to serve one
another.
Amen. Finally, children, as I get ready to close, the consensus. Can I tell you this?
All right.
I know it sounds like education, but you get it. The consensus of most scholars is that the spiritual gifts exercised by the members of the Corinthian church is over.
All right.
Which suggests that there is not one church in existence today that has these gifts.
All right.
Not the gift of wisdom, not the gift of knowledge, not the gift of healing, not the gift of working of miracles, not the gift of prophecy, not the gift of discernment of spirit, not the gift of tongues, not the gift of interpretation of tongues. And because the gifts are no longer, children, if you want wisdom,
all right,
now you gotta pray for it.
All right.
I wish I could help somebody. Help. If you want the word of knowledge, now you got to pray for it. If you want healing, now you got to pray for it. If you want miracles, now you got to pray for it. If you want prophecy, now you got to pray for it. If you want discernment of spirits, now you got to pray for it. If you want tongues, or if you want tongues interpretation, now
you got to pray for it.
You got to pray. You got to
pray for it.
You got to pray for it. And then there's still a lot of folks.
All right.
Who really want these gifts.
All right.
But they want them for their own glory.
All right.
They want them. So somebody will say, you must be anointed. They want them. So somebody will say that you are a man of God, or you are a woman of God.
All right.
They want them for their own self-gratification. Do I have a witness here? But I come to tell you that when you want spiritual gifts for your own glory, that the Lord is not pleased with you. I wish I had a witness here. The Holy Ghost gives spiritual gifts in order for us to serve one another. Do I have a witness here? And that's why the songwriter had it right when he said, if I can help somebody as I travel along the way, then my living is not in vain. Would you hear what I'm saying? So whatever the Lord gives you is always to use in the midst of the congregation. Did you hear what I'm saying? He gives you the gift of singing. It's to be used in the midst of the congregation. Did you hear what I'm saying? And he gives you the gift of knowing medicine so that you can use it in the midst of the congregation. I wish I had a witness here. If he gives you the gift to encourage somebody so that you can use it in the midst of the congregation. Did you hear what I'm saying? If he gives you the gift of a doorkeeper so that you can use it in the midst of the congregation. Did you hear what I'm saying? I got to close and leave our children, but before I go, I would just like to give you some edification. Can I do that today? Before I go, I would like to encourage your faith in the Lord. Can I do that today? Before I go, I'd like to soothe your soul so that you have peace in the midst of your trouble. Did you hear what I'm saying? Is that all right this morning? Can I do that this morning? Let me help you. Can I help you today? Well, if you want the battlefield for the Lord, did you hear what I'm saying? If you've been serving the Lord, giving up your life to this from now on, did you hear what I'm saying? If you've been singing, if you've been wishing, if you've been deaconing, if you've been mothering, if you've been nesting in the house, I come by to tell you all, be not weary and well doing. Did you hear what I'm saying? The new season you shall reap if you faint not. Did you hear what I'm saying? I said, be not weary and well doing. The new season you shall reap if you faint not. Did you hear what I'm saying? Don't get tired. I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's difficult sometimes. Sometimes physical setbacks, mental illness, pain throughout your body can make you tired. Sometimes dealing with the congregation can make you tired. Sometimes folks get away. But I come by to build up your faith, to encourage you. Don't be weary. In new season and harvest time. New season and harvest time. You shall reap if you faint not. Did you hear what I'm saying? All I'm trying to tell you before I go to my seat, it pays to serve Jesus. Can I tell you that? It pays. Did you hear what I'm saying? Is there anybody here know that it pays to serve the Lord? I know it's difficult. I know you want to quit sometimes. But it pays. Did you hear what I'm saying? It pays every day. Go the highway to prayer. May sometimes get real. If you hold out, if you hold on, if you hold out, if you hold by letter, Christian of experience, candidate to be baptized. If you're here